Hello everyone, welcome back into North of 7 Cards. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, North of 7 Cards, and on eBay, North-of-7. Today we've got for you the 2024 Leaf Vivid Football Hobby. This is the one case break number 4. Let's hear it in the chat. Who are we looking for today? Maybe some legends of yesteryear, or some of the current day. Can't call them legends yet, but the popular players of today. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Sideways boxes, of course. Ooh, one down. We've got a man down there, but alright, we got a little Drew Brees and Spencer Rattler. Liking the combination of new and old legends. Legends, of course, difficult term to quantify. Alright, let's set us up. Got our one hanging out on top. And let's jump right into it. Carson Beck auto. Let's do this. I like the enthusiasm. Let's do this indeed. Alright, here we go for number 1. First up here we've got Air Noland. There we go, Air Noland 2 out of 2 for Air Noland. Now that is a start. Kicking us off with Air Noland. Alright, and next up here we've got Nick Evers. There we go, Nick Evers spot there. 1 of 1 on card number 2 there for Nick Evers. And our first auto is going to be colorful combos for Noah Fafita and Jonah Coleman. There we go, 5 out of 7 for the colorful combos. We will randomize this bad boy at the end. Next up here, we've got the futures. We've got the futures there for Adonai Mitchell. There we go, 8 out of 10 for the Adonai Mitchell spot. Alright, and next up here, we've got George Holani. There we go, George Holani, 6 out of 8. There we go, George Holani. Great color combination there. Next up here, we've got Tyler Brown with the Technicolor. There we go, 2 out of 4. For Tyler Brown, 2 out of 4 for Mr. Tyler Brown. Let me get this on here. It looks, haven't noticed this so far. I don't know if we can even quite see that. Looking a little concerned there, Tyler Brown. I wonder who is chasing him down. And our last one up here, we've got the street signs for Cameron Ward. That is the 3 out of 10. Love the street signs design there. Cameron Ward. That will finish us off for box number 1. we go. Box number 2.
Numero dos. I think I'm combining languages.
Ooh, liking this design here. I think we know what this bad boy means. We've got
A party?
We've got a party.
Party!
But only a certain few are invited to our party.
Maybe one person?
Maybe, I mean, can't just say it. We can't just invite one person.
Okay.
But we can invite a few of one person. That didn't make sense.
We can invite multiple of one people.
Multiple of one people. Come on, that's gotta make enough sense. Kicking us off, we've got Troy Franklin. And surprise, surprise, we got the one of one Troy Franklin.
All right.
There we go. We got it. We got
Pity
a laugh.
laugh. Thank you for the pity laugh.
That had to at least been an exhale.
I don't know.
Next up here, we've got Jaden Daniels. There we go. Congrats to the Daniels spot. Yeah,
that's just our ability to speak the English language.
It was convoluted at best, but there we go. Congrats to the Daniels spot. Next up here, the Technicolor for Chiron Drones.
Is it one of one?
There we go. It is.
Whoa!
How
What a
about
guess!
that? One of one there for Chiron Drones.
That's a sick name.
That is, to me, the only name that does compete is Aaron Noland.
Aaron Noland is a great name.
Because that's a great quarterback name.
But is Aaron even his real first name or his nickname?
That I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine it's
Okay.
Aaron. Next up here, we've got a Nate McCollum. There we go, Nate McCollum. What is it?
101!
We will.
Alright, I got Aaron Noland's real name here. Prentice Noland III.
Here's where air came from. I mean, it's a quarterback.
Yeah.
Aired out. Next up here, we've got Bo Collins. There we go, Bo Collins, and the one of ones continue.
Alright. Bo Show.
Sad. There we go, Bo Collins. Alright, next up here, we've got Trevor Etienne. There we go, our penultimate of the hot box here, one of one, Trevor.
Travis's younger brother, probably?
Yeah. I didn't want to say it for sure. I mean, Travis Etienne Jr.
He is not a junior, so they couldn't be related.
No.
That's
Wait,
a joke.
Isn't Travis Jr.? And our last one up here, Terry Bradshaw. There we go, Terry
Woo!
Bradshaw. One of one finishes us off there.
Trevor is Travis's younger brother.
Florida Gator, unless he's transferred.
He transferred from Florida to Georgia. Trevor Etienne.
Trevor Etienne. There we go.
He is on Georgia right now.
We will see a Bulldog in Trevor Etienne.
Travis, of course, played on.
Clemson.
Correct. With.
Trevor Lawrence.
Also correct.
See, I was going to say like Justin Ross, but
And their colors were?
orange and blue. There's some blue in there. Mostly orange.
Yeah, we got our one of one case. It's very nice. Very sparkly, very clean.
I feel like he wanted to say so fresh and so clean.
I wanted to avoid trademark infringement. They're watching everything.
I'm glad you didn't. This is a great case so far. First up here in the next box, we've got Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond there, 5 out of 7.
The name's Bond.
Isaiah Bond doesn't have quite the same ring. Yeah, the last break we had two in the one of ones. There were 2 Terry Bradshaws.
That's so funny.
So shout out Terry. Next up here, former number 1 pick here, we've got Bryce Young. There we go, Bryce Young, 2 out of 9 for Bryce Young.
That dude is getting shredded for this year. I don't know if you've seen his bicep.
I thought you meant shredded, like people were shredding
Oh, destroying him? They might be.
I
But
mean-
no, his bicep is like huge.
Gotta make up for being short.
Yeah.
He's short. Next up, we've got the Technicolor here for Bo Prabula. There we go, 6 out of 6 there for Bo.
Prebula.
Pagula is kind of what I thought.
Prebula Matata.
That was bad. Alright, next up here, we've got the Futures here for Brandon Ananis. There we go, that is the 6 out of 8 for a Buckeye. I never keep so up to date on transfers, so then when I'm saying the school, I'm like, they easily could have transferred, like Trevor Etienne. Next up here, another Futures. We got the Futures this time for Darius Taylor. There we go, Darius Taylor, 7 out of 9 for Darius Taylor. Can't even recognize what school that is. Kind of looks, it looks almost a little Florida State, but not, or Minnesota. That's two very different schools.
Bishop Sycamore.
Sycamore, wow, that was a time. Next up here, we've got a Jaden Rashada. There we go, 3 out of 8 for the Rashada spot.
You know, I graduated with a PhD from Bishop Sycamore.
Didn't we all? Oh, that was a while ago now.
Yeah.
Next up here, last card, we've got Malachi Nelson. Malachi Nelson there for 1 out of 10. Malachi Nelson. Any hard Malachi Nelson opinions?
I think he's in my top 10 Nelsons.
Last name Nelson? First name?
Just Nelsons.
Just Nelsons.
Jameer is in there. Nelson from The Simpsons.
Mandela?
Nelson Mandela's number 1,
Okay.
obviously.
Just curious.
Nelson... I can't think of any other Nelsons.
Isn't Nelson Judd Nelson?
Sure. He's also there.
I mean, we all wish we could be the number 1 Nelson. Or at least...
Horatio Nelson, 1st Viscount Nelson. He's towards the bottom. Nelson the band is mid.
I'll let you keep worrying about Nelson's. Next up here, we've got Brock Vandegrift. There we go, Brock Vandegrift, 3 out of 8 for Brock Vandegrift.
Also, my heart pours out for those people in Fort Nelson, BC, who had to evacuate. Oh, Ruben, you got your jersey retired from Bishop Sycamore.
Wow, I can't believe we've got him in the chat. Congrats.
You know, I was actually there at the jersey retirement ceremony. It was.
I missed it that day. I was
Yeah, you
in
must
class.
have missed it.
Next up here, we've got DJ Lagway. There we go. That is the 1 out of 9 for DJ Lagway.
Ruben, I remember you had a very emotional speech. I shed many a tear listening to you recount your many successes from Bishop Sycamore.
I can't remember how many times I've watched it back now. I kick myself every day for missing the jersey retirement. It's very sad. Next up here, we've got the Technicolor for Frank Gore Jr. Getting rocking the no gloves there. 1 of 1 for Frank Gore Jr. There we go, Frank Gore Jr. spot.
He's in my top 2 Frank Gores.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Only person to ever make a tackle against IMG. That is a stat.
Yeah, funny enough, Ruben, that's the only thing they showed during the jersey retirement. They just played that clip on loop.
I mean, it's a great clip. I don't think no one here is complaining about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Great clip nonetheless. There we go, Frank Gore Jr. spot. Wow, Bishop Sycamore was not what I had on my bingo card today.
That was the only highlight, yep.
Next up here, we've got colorful combos for Jacoby George and Ray Joseph. That is the 3 out of 9. We will randomize this bad boy at the end. Pair of Miami Hurricanes there.
Yeah, we'll see if it goes to Ray or Ray.
I was like, wait, there's not 3. No, Ray does not. Or Ray does not get 2 chances. He gets one Ray. Next up here, we've got Javarius Johnson. Javarius Johnson, 3 out of 4 for Javarius Johnson.
Okay, Ruben. Okay.
Ray.
Did you learn that at Bishop Sycamore?
It's a legendary place to be. Second last card here, we've got Brandon Aubrey. There we go. B.A. Very simple signature there. 6 out of 8 for Brandon Aubrey.
That A kind of looks like the Alabama logo.
Actually, it does. That's a smooth A for a smooth kicker. There we go, Brandon Aubrey. I'll bring the A back.
That looks like shockingly like the Alabama logo.
Like the angle on it, to me it's like the curve at the bottom of it. It actually really does look like we're rocking Alabama. And our last one up here, we've got the futures for Jahmyr Gibbs. There we go, Jahmyr Gibbs, 5 out of 6 for Jahmyr Gibbs. Are we still talking about Ray Ray? Ray Ray Day Day?
When are we not?
That's fair.
It's kind of funny, in the reflection of the boxes, you can almost make out your entire body.
It actually is. It's my upper body. Hope everyone's enjoying the show. I realized that with the giant stack of reflective, thanks to some Vivid here, we trying to make an appearance in the background. Hope everyone enjoyed the third hand that was waving.
Whoa! Crazy!
How does he do it? Definitely not just someone else standing here. 3 hands. Alright, next up here we've got Justin Herbert. There we go, Justin Herbert, 4 out of 5. No one else can see the quarterback motions that I get to see beside me. I don't even know if it's every time there's a quarterback, but maybe just a significant enough quarterback.
Yes, significant enough quarterbacks get the quarterback motion.
How about Brock Vandagriff? There we go, Brock Vandagriff. Oh, pump fake. 4 out of 5 for Brock Vandagriff. I didn't see the full throw. I said he could double as a lacrosse player.
Brock Vandagriff?
Brock Vandagriff? It's either that or like a Harry Potter character.
With that name? Yeah.
Yeah, just name one. Hey, he's got a little... That picture's not great. He's got some flow. Next up here, we've got Vivid Futures for Ray Joseph.
More Ray.
5 out of 7 for Ray.
Ruben's fave.
We are making magic. We are We're making Rays.
Jesus Christ. I hope not.
We're just pulling them. I hope no one would take that wrong. Next up, we've got the Dazzling Performers for Ananas Smith. That is the 5 out of 8 for Mr. Smith.
That's an interesting name.
It is a name that it's a dangerous one.
Anana?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure someone slipped up. Like the kid in high school whose first name's Noah. Next up here we've got Brock Vandagriff once again. Brock Vandagriff, 1 out of 6. We got no full throw on that one. Just
here.
Pose. Oh, that's a fishing rod?
It was a lacrosse.
Oh, I thought you were fishing.
He could be fishing, I don't know.
He can fish, you know.
He looks like a guy who'd fish.
Free time. Next up, the Technicolor here for Caleb Odom. 6 out of 8 for Caleb Odom.
I wonder if he's related to Lamar.
Probably not.
How do you know?
It was a guess. I will admit that it was a guess, but I mean, he could be. Congrats
He's
to
6'5".
It's something. And our last card up here, we've got a Drew Allar. There we go, 4 out of 10 for Drew Allar.
He's got a younger brother named Cannon with a K.
Ooh. Rob Vandergriff sounds like he used to be Richie Rich's nemesis.
Yes.
That's it. It is almost like too easy to say he'd be like the high school bully walking around
Oh, yeah.
in his varsity jacket, even though it's like
Shoving people into walkers.
even though it's like June or May, whenever it's hot. Could even be September if you want.
He also could be on, like, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, Brock might be too, like...
Yeah, but Vandegrift definitely.
Like, if his name was, like, Peter.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That does sound like some kind of
Like Harry Vandegrift.
Yeah, that just sounds like it's coming straight from Harry Potter. It's too many like pieces of Harry Potter. Next up here we've got Jaden Davis. I will not talk about the spelling this time. 6 out of 9. Jaden Davis, spelled perfectly.
Yes, the correct spelling of Jaden.
There's a lot of variations of Jaden.
Well, there's Jaden Smith, which is, I think, the most common one, which is Jaden.
Next up here, we've got Adrian Peterson. Oh, we got Heisman. We got the Heisman there. 4 out of 6 for Adrian Peterson. Rocking the no gloves there. Adrian Peterson in his tail end of Viking years in that jerseys. In that set of jerseys, I guess. Next up here, we've got the futures for Tejan Palmer. There we go. That is 4 out of 9. I don't even know what motion is happening next to me. It just looked okay. I just saw movement, but indistinct movement. Here we go for Tejan Palmer. And our next one up here is a beautiful printed plate here for Chandler Morris. There we go, the magenta plate there. 1 out of 1, of course, for Chandler Morris. Enjoy that one for the Morris spot. I thought you were about to look up Chandler Morris fun facts.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Did you do the throw, or were you just in awe?
His middle name... He doesn't have a middle name! Whoa! That's a fun fact.
That is kind of fun, I guess. Next up here, we've got T.J. Finley for 4 out of 9. The Finley spot.
How's this? His dad, Chad Morris, was the head coach of Arkansas from 2018 to 2019.
That's a pretty fun fact.
Was also the head coach at Southern Methodist from 15 to 17.
Fun enough facts. Here we've got...
He was a Nepo baby.
Chris Brazel the second. 1 of 1 for Chris Brazel the second. A 1 of 1 for the second.
He's in my top 2 Chris Brazels.
I mean, there could be more.
There could be a third. I don't know if he's a dad yet.
And our last one up here, we've got Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, 1 of 1. There we go. Congrats to the Hunter spot. There we go. Travis Hunter. Saw a little sneak peek of the back. Let's get this on our wall. There we go. Travis Hunter spot.
If you're looking for his cards, you'd be a hunter. That got a groan.
I got something. Alright, our next one up here. Oh, got a little slide there on our Hunter.
A lot of future X-Arena League players in this.
Oh my god, that is great. I mean, I don't know if that's where Brock Vandegrift ends up, you know, if arena football or... It's honestly, I was going to say it's hard just being like a Georgia quarterback. Because I can't think of the last one that I was like, oh great, a Georgia quarterback.
Look, let's be honest here though. The worst player in arena football is closer to Patrick Mahomes than we are to that arena football league player. So we can trash them all we want, but they can school us any day of the week.
I don't think I'm their competition.
You could be.
Personally.
I don't know. I don't know what you get up to in your spare time.
Next up here, we got Terry Bradshaw. There we go, another Terry Bradshaw appearance there. 5 out of 7 for Super Bowl titles with the Steelers. And does TV too.
Yeah.
That's
Little known fact.
little known, man. No one knows this. You know, you could get Terry's money if you want.
He keeps it low key.
Very low key. Next up here, we've got Josh Allen. There we go, Josh Allen, 2 out of 7.
Famously the boyfriend of Haley Steinfeld. That's what he's known for.
Everyone knows that.
He's famous for being Haley Steinfeld's boyfriend and being really funny on TikTok.
Is he funny on TikTok?
Well, he's on the Bills TikTok a lot, and he's very funny on that.
There we go. Ruben does have a good point. He is going to be competing in arena football. He's going to be taking these guys down. Next up here, we've got Evan Stewart. There we go. Evan Stewart, 2 out of 2.
Well, Ruben, I hope to one day pull your cards.
If we get a 1-of-1 Ruben arena football, I'm keeping that. I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it for myself. Priceless.
He's wearing his Bishop Sycamore jersey in the car.
Oh my god, that's perfect! Next up here, we've got Jalen Noel. There we go, Jalen Noel, 8 out of 10. Bishop Sycamore jersey, that's true. That's the real 1-of-1. That I might have to sell that one, Ruben. But your arena football 1-of-1, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it for myself.
Hey, you don't know what those other Bishop Sycamore people are doing. They might be accountants or real estate agents.
Something like that. Next up here, we've got Mitchell Evans. There we go, Mitchell Evans, 6 out of 9 for Mitchell Evans. I wonder what any of those Bishop Sycamore players, the coach, what happened to didn't something weird happen to the coach?
Yeah, well, he lied about the whole thing.
Yeah. Next up here, we've got Trayshawn Ward. There we go, Trayshawn Ward, 1 out of 6 for Trayshawn Ward. I feel like you're about to find some fun facts.
Well, I'm looking up the Bishop Sycamore students to see if any of them did anything.
I hope they did. I wish them good luck. Our last card of this box, we've got Jaden Daniels. There we go, Jaden Daniels, 3 out of 4 for the new Commanders quarterback.
All right, I got their roster.
Oh.
Well, I can only find 10 players here, and I'd have to Google them all individually to find out what they're up to now.
I don't know if that's.
I don't know if it's worth it.
That's worth the break, but I mean, hey, we're talking to one of them. We're talking to the one that has their jersey retired. To me, that's all that matters. That's
exactly.
The legend of Bishop Sycamore.
Their QB. He last tweeted out in May, a couple weeks ago, about to finish above a 3.0 this semester.
How are they still in school? Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
Well, they were all 18 to 23, apparently.
Makes sense. Ooh, nice little rip there. All right, 3 boxes to go. We've got Emmitt Smith. There we go, Emmitt Smith. 1 out of 9 there for Emmitt Smith. I'm glad. I mean, 3.0, good for. I don't remember. Didn't they? I feel like they had guys playing both ways.
Maybe.
All right, next up here, we've got Bo Nix. There we go, Bo Nix, 1 out of 7 there for Bo Nix. Famously played just a couple years in college. Definitely.
Just like 1 or 2.
1 or 2. Very short-lived college career for Bo Nix at Auburn and Oregon.
And potentially every other school ever.
Next up here on the Technicolor, we've got Ramel Keaton. There we go, 3 out of 8 for the Keaton spot.
Ruben, what you get up to in your spare time regarding prison, we won't touch.
I know, we're cool.
We're cool.
We're good.
Everything's good.
Everyone's good up here. Next up, we've got the futures for Dayton Wade. There we go. Dayton Wade, 4 out of 7 for Dayton Wade.
Wonder if he's from Dayton.
I mean, he's looks like a running rebel here. Could have traveled. Made a little trip.
Oh, he's on the Ravens.
Dayton Wade.
Yep. He was on Ole Miss.
Running Rebels. Wait, no, that's UNLV. Next up here, we've got Devontae Walker with the futures, 3 out of 5.
Ruben, you want to know something really funny? I was Googling players of Bishop Sycamore, and I honestly just Googled Ascension Ochoa.
It's a great name. Alright, next one up here, we've got Ishmael Mahdi with the Technicolor, 1 out of 2 there for Ishmael Mahdi. Ochoa. Any fun Ochoa facts?
I think he's a dad.
That is a fun fact. Congrats, Ochoa. Alright, our last one up here, we've got the colorful combos for DJ Lagway, CJ Carr, and Air Nolan. There we go. Congrats. 8 out of 8. We will randomize it at the end. The trio of quarterbacks. Either got Air, which is just a great name for a quarterback, CJ Carr, who some call the next Joe Montana, or DJ Lagway, a name we've seen quite a bit in this product so far.
8 close for Max.
What?
Max, 35. 3 or 4.
Okay, Mr. Big Polls.
You should see what I just hit. I went through 20 mags today.
Dang.
Alright, we know what box it is.
Ruben, I feel like I peaked. It's a penultimate one. Silent wishes. I sure as heck hope this isn't a skunk for you.
We can't have that one. Third skunk in a row. I also hope somewhere out there we've got Jason, who's in break number 1 and 2. Hoping for Brady Cook and Cody Schrader back last week. I was going to say back in the day, but not too far of a day ago. Alright, penultimate starts with Jaden Daniels. There we go, Jaden Daniels, 3 out of 3 there for Jaden Daniels. Few Jaden Daniels here
Yeah.
in this break. Congrats to the Daniels spot. Still got another box to go, so who knows what Daniels may keep coming. Next up here, we've got a Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis there, 6 out of 9 for Jordan Travis. Unfortunately, was unable to finish this past college football season. Had to watch his Florida State Seminoles finish off without him. Quite a disappointment there for Travis, who I believe is now a New York Jet, if I remember that correctly. Alright, we've got Michael Van Buren. There we go, Michael Van Buren, 4 out of 5 there for Michael Van Buren.
We'll see if that goes to the Michael, the Van, or the Buren spot.
Yeah, just like Ray. Alright, next up here we've got Penny Boone. There we go, Penny Boone, 1N. I don't think I noticed that the first time. 1 out of 10 there for Penny Boone.
What didn't you notice?
That is 1N, Penny.
Oh, yeah. He's the younger brother of late NFL running back Zerlon Tipton.
Penny Boone is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
R.I.P. Zerlon Tipton. Gone too soon.
R.I.P. indeed.
Ugh, his legal history is you.
Alright, we're not going to talk about that. We got our futures here for Steve and Jelly. There we go, 7 out of 8 for the Jelly spot. We go Notre Dame represented there. Steve and Jelly. Alright, next up we've got the Dazzling Performers for Ethan Calicamanis. Calicamanis. I always added an extra Calicamanis. I always added an extra K at the end, but I practice. Calicamanis.
Calicamanis.
There with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Calicamanis does not sound like a typical quarterback name. All right, next up, last one of this pack, the penultimate, we've got Jalen Polk. There we go, 4 out of 8 for the Jalen Polk spot. Jalen is another, I love the variations of Jalen.
It's Calicamanis.
Calicamanis?
Calicamanis. Ethan Calicamanis.
Calicamanis. Well, congrats to... I'm gonna write it down later. Not right this second.
What?
Just the pronunciation, because I think I've seen him in every break so far.
Ethan Calicamanis.
Alright, here we go. Last pack Magic.
Whoop.
I like that. The whoop.
Whoop.
Not a lot of gusto in the whoop, but still last pack, still opportunities. See who we get. Then we will have our recap, we will have our randomizations, and we will send you on this afternoon. First one up, last pack, Michael Van Buren. There we go, 6 out of 10 for Michael Van Buren.
Polk's one of your former athletes. That's pretty cool, Batman. When he's not saving the day in Gotham. Your football coach, too? That's pretty awesome.
Great kid, like that. Jalen Polk down there in Washington with those Huskies. All right, now we've got the Eli Manning. Eli Manning, 6 out of 6 there for Eli Manning.
I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
You know what? I don't disagree. I was going to, but I'm not going to.
No, I think if he keeps it up with this, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called the Manning Cast. I think he's gonna do big things.
Oh, is that like wrap arms and stuff? Working at his high school. Hey,
Yeah.
you're still a part of Polk's journey there.
Yeah. Athletic.
Chad Powers Rubin. I love the reference there. Chad Powers. He's got the future.
Yeah.
Here we've got the Technicolor there for Braylon Allen. There we go, Braylon Allen, 1 of 1 for Braylon Allen on the Technicolor. I'm going to move myself out of the way so you can see the little 3 heads there. There we go for the Braylon Allen spot.
You know what, Batman? When Polk gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, I hope he mentions you.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Be tough if he didn't. Next up here.
It's tough if he didn't make the Hall of Fame.
No, if he didn't mention him.
Yeah.
We've got Carson Steele with the Futures. 3 out of 4 there for Carson Steele.
That sounds like him and Brock
Vandegrift
would be high school bullies together.
They would. You could see the hair coming out the back. Carson Steele there. All right, only a couple cards to go. We've got Dylan Gabriel. There we go. We got a throw there in the back. 3 out of 4 with the Dazzling Performers.
Actually, he's a lefty. Is he a lefty?
He is a lefty. Little southpaw action. Dylan Gabriel. I'm not touching that one. We appreciate you, Ruben.
Oh, it's funny.
I can't say you're wrong, but I can't say the words that you wrote.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Next up here, we've got Jamarian Miller, 7 out of 8 there for Jamarian Miller.
Is this our final card?
This is our final card. That was our penultimate card.
That was our penultimate card. We didn't even reference that it was the penultimate card.
We didn't. There's been enough penultimates today.
All right.
Our last card is Bo Nix on the Technicolor. 2 out of 2 for Bo Nix for every year that he played in college.
2?
2 times.
2? Times 2.
There's a few twos. All right, before we get into our randomizations, let's do our recap.
Woo!
I like that was a good woo. Split it. Ooh. Almost. Close enough in half. All right, we've got our Brock Vandegrift, Justin Herbert, DJ Lagway, Brock Vandegrift. It's just Millie rocking at this point. Bryce Young. We've got Isaiah Bond, Jaden Daniels, Troy Franklin, Nick Evers, and Air Noland. There we go.
Sound wishes, I hope you break the streak because 0 for 4 sounds bad.
0 for 3, we apologize for the 0 for 3. We got it tomorrow again. Tomorrow's a new day. Continuing on here, we've got our Eli Manning. We've got Michael Van Buren. Slow throw now. Jordan Travis. Jaden Daniels. We've got Bo Nix. Emmett Smith. Josh Allen. Terry Bradshaw. Adrian Peterson. And Jaden Davis. There we go.
You know what my Josh Allen hot take is?
Let's hear it.
He's not even the best Josh Allen in the NFL.
Ooh, I like it. I like the take. It's still hot though. I wouldn't disagree with it being hot. All right, into our autos now. We've got Jalen Polk. We've got Ethan. You could say it this time.
Kaliakmanis.
Kaliakmanis. We've got Steve Angeli. We've got Penny Boone. Michael Van Buren. We've got Ismail Mahdi. We've got Devontae Walker. Dayton Wade. Ray Mel Keaton. Jaden Daniels.
Kurt's trying to attack you.
It's a Trey Sean Ward. Here we got Mitchell Evans. Jalen Noel. Evan Stewart. We've got Chris Brazel the second.
The second.
TJ Finley. Tejon Palmer. Drew Allar. And we've got the Technicolor Caleb Odom. And we've got Brock Vandegrift. That's a three Vandegrifts, I believe.
It's a whole group of bullies.
Ananias Smith and Ray Joseph. Not the only time we will see Ray in just a few moments. Our second stack here is for Chandler Morris, Bo Nix, Jamarion Miller. We've got Dylan Gabriel, Carson Steele, Braylon Allen. We've got Jahmyr Gibbs, Brandon Aubrey with our Alabama A there.
Yeehaw.
Javarius Johnson, Frank Gore Jr., Malachi Nelson, Jaden Rashada, Darius Taylor. We've got Brandon Ananis, Bo Prabula, Terry Bradshaw. We've got not Travis, but Trevor Etienne, Bo Collins, Nate McCollum. And we've got Kyron Drones. We've got the street signs there for Cameron Ward. We've got Tyler Brown, again looking a little nervous on the field there. Tyler Brown.
Don't tackle me.
George Hoalani, and our last one up here is Adonai Mitchell. And of course, on our wall here, we've got the Technicolor 1/1 for Travis Hunter. As you run, are you running on offense or defense?
Yep.
That is the correct answer there for Travis Hunter. All right, that will lead us into our randomizations. We've got 3 to compete with here, or they compete with each other. We're not competing because we
We are fighting for them.
we will not win. Our first one up here is for colorful combos quarterbacks
Achoo.
DJ Lagway, CJ Carr, and Air Noland. Air Noland with the longest name out of the 3 by one letter.
Please tell me how many letters. Oh, are you just going first names? I thought you were going total number of letters.
Oh,
in the
no,
entire
just...
name.
I mean, Lagway is close, but I think they have the same last name, so then the first name is, Air versus DJ. Alright, and our winner is going to be Air Noland. An advantage to having the longer name. There we go, Air Noland.
Yes,
That's not why he won randomization, totally intact. Our next one up here, again, maybe it does have an effect. We've got Jacoby, George, and Ray Joseph.
George and Joseph. Paul George. Corey. Whoa. Excuse me.
Trying to bring back our colorful combo quarterbacks. CJ, Air, and DJ. I almost forgot what J was involved. Alright, here we go. Randomization underway. And, a little extra there. Jacoby George. Congrats to the Jacoby George spot. Taking down Ray Joseph. And our final colorful combos is going to be between Noah Fafita and Jonah Coleman.
Fafita and
Jonah Coleman, who just wrote out his name. Honestly, as much as people may want to say, some of the signatures, this would be my signature. I would just write my name.
Which is?
Nope. I also did go to Bishop Sycamore. Here we go, final round. We got Noah Fafita. And Noah Fafita will take our last randomization. And that will wrap us up for the 2024 Leaf Vivid Football break number 4 in the books here. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you later on. If not, have a wonderful day.
Thank you all for being so fun in the comments as well. Made this a lot more fun. Take care. Bye-bye.